What at one point you was making like $1 million a day, you got to like 3 million a day type
Sometimes $3 million.
Now let me. That's what I always want to ask you. I'm glad you sitting there. When you, for one, I don't know how somebody make that much money in a day, but when you do that, are you fronting out just a lot of work? Like, how are you accumulating?
Yeah,
I know people ain't just coming
no,
up.
you
Yo,
fronting it out.
Damn.
You fronting out a lot.
You just give them like a little time period, and then you just go back and get your bread.
Well,
and just accumulate a lot.
You start dudes out. You start. I know a dude. I started out. He was shot caller for the Grape Street Crips, and we had some words before prior. And I ran into him one day at the skating ring. I was by myself, and I thought I was finna get beat down. I'm be straight up. I didn't have my pistol with me either. I was like, oh shit, ass whooping tonight. He had about 4 or 5 dudes with him, but it just so happened, he had kind of changed his attitude a little bit, and he had heard that I was doing really well for myself, and they gave me a pass, and I told him, I said, man, come by the house tomorrow. I got something for you. And he came by, and I gave him like 8 ounces of cocaine, which for me at that time was nothing. I was at least buying like 50 kilos at that time. So 8 ounces, man.
That's wild.
So, but ounces at that time was still going for about 2,400.
Really?
Yeah, it was about 2,400 ounces. So I threw him 8 ounces. He said, "Yeah, man, you can have that." And he came back in 2 days with 40,000. And so that put me on to something right there. So then the next thing popped in my head, oh, go get all the shot callers from every hood.
And just supply them.
And put them on.
Because up until that point, you was doing what? Just kind of like on the street, hand to hand?
No. I only stayed on the street like maybe 3 months. My time on the street was quick because I'm a disciplined dude. I was coming from tennis, so, I didn't drink, I didn't smoke. My girlfriend, I couldn't see her but maybe once a week because her mama was strict as hell. So all my time was spent on the streets. Like when the homies would go to the movies with their girlfriends or something, I'd be on the block, milking the block. So it got to a point that nobody could compete on the block with me because I had more money than everybody. I went from 1,000 to 20,000 faster than any of them. So
did you have more money because you had more work?
I didn't have more work at first. I started with $125, but I kept reinvesting my money. I didn't take my money out of the game. I kept rotating my money.
Now, when you went back to the store, let's say you got $200, are you spending the whole $200?
Every time I go broke. I remember the first time we drove to Miami. Well, we flew. We flew to Miami the first time about kilos because they wasn't coming to California first. So we fly to Florida with 600,000
cash.
Cash. 3 of us. Me, Ollie, Tone. It's in the book. So we fly down there. We spend the whole 600. We look up. We got $2,500. We ain't got no plane tickets, no transportation to get home. We sit in the hotel room. We got $600,000 worth of dope and $2,500. So we started like, oh man, what we gonna do? Let's look in the newspaper, get a car. So we bought a $1,500 car. So we got $1,000 left. 20 bricks of cocaine. But when we get home, we rich.
You just make it.
All we had to do was make it. We made it. No driver license. None of us had driver license. That's how hard we was. We didn't even have driver license.
Gangsters. Man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, look, with all that money back then, man, was y'all deliberately staying away from banks? Or was you putting some in there? Or did you even know about, well, I can't put this
No, I
was
scared of banks.
You was at work, weren't you?
I was. I was scared of banks. Go to the bank for it. Now, my mom, after I started doing well, I had a lot of Section 8 houses. I was building houses. And my mom would go and get the Section 8 checks and put them in the bank. And the banker would tell my mom, tell your son to come in, because he would see the checks, all these state checks. Tell your son to come in and talk to me. But I never went in, which is a mistake I made. I should have started doing the credit thing back then.
Yeah. So true or false? Do you think that the person selling the drugs is just as addicted as the person
Oh,
using
maybe worse.
it? Really? Well, elaborate on that. What you mean?
When nobody tell the drug dealer to stop.
They go to jail, get back out, want to do it again.
But who gonna tell him to stop? Everybody is needing money from him. So nobody's telling him to stop. So, but an addict, people say, "Hey man, you ought to quit doing that shit, man. When you gonna quit?" But when you rolling, you got the big cars, you got the jewelry, the houses. Ain't nobody finna say quit.
So both are addicts, then, basically.
Yes.
Damn.
You're addicted to. You're addicted. Selling drugs is addictive. I loved it. I could do it all day long, every day.
It takes a distinct individual to possess the desire to defy the law. Such individuals must exhibit audacity, fearlessness regarding consequences, and the traits of calculated risk takers. They may be categorized as mere addicts, yet their addiction is to currency and adrenaline. What do they lust more? Some seek the mountains of dead presidents, while others yearn for the rush. These are not stories of glorification, but chronicles of redemption. Articulated in their own voices, these are the extraordinary accounts of individuals who will be eternally enshrined as crime gods.